We're in this mess because society has lost sight of what's most important. What matters most to me is my faith and my family. And I know I'm not the only one who believes that way. So we're joining together as God-fearing men and women to take the light into the darkness.
Well, in our home state of Oklahoma, the hog numbers have exploded, and on today's episode, we're going to do our best to take a chunk out of those numbers. So without further ado, we give you Pork Patrol. So we're headed down to Waurika, Oklahoma to the Stewart Ranch. We're meeting up with Danny Davis, our chopper pilot, and we're going to go up and see what this HEVI-Shot hog wild ammunition can do. And first up is Clay Force with Stewart Ranch Outfitters. We've just got started bringing home the bacon. Well, I'm up next, and it's a little chilly, so I got my MyCore Control heated jacket on. My shotgun's filled up with some HEVI-Shot hog wild ammo, so up we go. About an hour and a half, we laid down 90 hogs out of 30 acres on the Stewart Ranch. I would definitely say they got a hog problem. We had so much fun blasting these hogs at the Stewart Ranch, we decided to go back and do it again. This time, we got Nick and Howard from Real Avid. We also got our buddy Jacob from Century Arms, and also our buddy James Head, and he's up first.
Freaking stoked.
Well, James demolished the hogs. Now, it's Jacob's turn to go up and see what he can do.
We're gonna go devastate these Oklahoma hogs out of this little bird right here, this Fury 12 gauge. Amazing. We killed about 7 coyotes using the Fury, Century Fury 12 gauge with the EOTech sight. We came down on top of them, just blasted them.
Well, our pork patrols definitely put a dent in the hog numbers, but Nick and Howard still have to go up and end this hunt with a bang.
I am so friggin' jacked. This is awesome.
All right, we're out here in Oklahoma with the Real Avid Final Descent Hog Hunt.
All right, folks, just wrapped up an awesome day hunting hogs out of a helicopter here in Oklahoma at the Stewart Ranch. As you can see, we had a great day. We still got some to pick up, shot a ton of coyotes. If you're interested in doing this hunt, we want to encourage you to go to the Stewart Ranch website at stewartranchoutfitters.com. And I tell you what, it is an unbelievable time to go up in a helicopter and shoot pigs. Incredible. Well, this trip was really unbelievable. Honestly, I can say maybe one of the most fun things I've ever done in my life. You know, hogs really have become a major issue in states like Oklahoma and Texas. And in our home state, Oklahoma, they've been reported in all 77 counties. I mean, they're literally everywhere, and their numbers really do continue to grow. And because those numbers have continued to grow, we got to do things like we did today, go up in a chopper and try to eradicate these things, control their numbers the best we can. And you know, if we didn't do this, we would have even a bigger problem we do now, and it's a pretty bad problem. You know, when I think about these hog numbers, it kind of reminds me of Ephesians chapter 4, verse 27, which reminds us that we can't give the devil a foothold. We can't let him get a grasp on us. And you see, that's exactly what he wants to do. He wants to get a foothold on us. He wants to use the temptation of sin to grab a hold of us and to drag us down and to create a huge problem in our life. You know, many times sin starts out as something small, no big deal, something that we would say, oh, it's minor. And before we know it, it's grown into a major problem in our life. Maybe today sin has a foothold on you. Maybe a sin is dragging you down, or maybe it's depression, guilt. Maybe Satan is using something to keep you from being the man or woman that God's called you to be. Today we want to encourage you to say, you know what? I don't want this sin to have a foothold on me anymore. We can't allow even what we would consider a small sin to grow into something huge, because here's the deal: Satan wants to use sin as a foothold to drag you down. And it might seem that it's small now, but he wants to grow it into something that's a huge problem later on down the road. If we could help you in any way, if we can be praying for you, go to our website, shoot us a message, go to Facebook, message us there as well. We want to encourage you, pray for you any way we can. We hope you've enjoyed this week's episode. We'll see you next week.